Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts if you made it through, purple hearts if it resonates, green hearts if you work it on, and yellow hearts if you rock with me and got my six. Meaning have my back because guess what? I have yours. So we're going to pull from the Yin Yang Oracle deck to see by Lilith Designs to see what comes out. Yeah, sorry I came on a little late today, but better late than never, right? Okay, presence, abundance, and gratitude. You are grateful for the temptations and the deceptions that have happened in your life because you guys are getting it just like that is on by R. Kelly. Yeah, with lack of balance, because karma, balance, and justice came in reverse. Which, with lack of balance and knowledge of a situation and stability, you feel and start to take things personally. So when there's deception and temptation energy around you and a lack of balance, you feel vulnerable, like you have to guard yourself. But if you remember and you understand, look at these cards in here. I'll pull those out. That's the untold truth of the heart oracle. I haven't, I mean, maybe it's from my last read, but with lack of balance, lack of stability, and when you feel vulnerable and guarded, you're realizing that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher, and you're grateful for the lesson that this energy has caused you, even though it hurts. You don't want this. You don't want a lack of balance. You don't want to deal with temptation. You want to learn. You don't want to suffer from people's temptation or their deception. You want to learn from what this lesson is teaching you. And so that's where you are. So you're grateful for the growth that you've had in the past. And so therefore, when it comes to being guarded and vulnerable, you're not going to be that way anymore. You're just going to say, none of these things move me, and move forward. You could be dealing with the air sign. This energy has been coming out, but this is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This is like the Ace of Swords type energy. And this is integration and a union in the reverse. You're not going to integrate or have any type of union or type of situation, no matter the situation you find yourself in, because you're going to learn from this lesson or these mistakes about these unions that you're waiting to happen. Yeah, you're remembering your awakening. So again, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. What did this person teach you? The unexpected storms. He taught you how to what is it called? Yield the storms. I don't know how to say it, but if you guys know how to say it in the comments. But it taught you how to survive in the storms or the unexpected energies, and not to change your energy when it came to certain situations. And so, yeah, no more suffering. The communication is there. You're going to say what you want, mean what you say, practice your throat chakra, understand and be able to trust in your energies. The past causes what? The past causes fear and suffering and lack, and that is why you're out of that. You're living in the present moment. You're not worried about the future. You know that the future is going to be bright. That song, those were affirmations. If you look at them back in the day, my future is bright, and I gotta wear shades. You're not worried about the future. You just know that, just like that R. Kelly song is on, that your future is going to be bright and you gotta wear shades. That's just not suffering from the past. That's when you see these people and you're like, I don't know how you could do that, or how you could just move forward like that and still be happy. Yeah, the avoidance and stalemate. This is why you cannot move on. And when you question those situations, instead of you communicating how you felt and moving forward, like, look, you know what? Can't deal with this right now. I'll let you do you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just where you're grateful for the past. You're grateful for the past. You're understanding that. So wait, let me turn these over. Yeah, limit. Yep. Limit, final straw, overload, and breaking point, and avoiding. You had to get to this point. Blocking, escaping, and pushing away. You had to get to this point. So thank this person that was full of deception and temptation and no balance, or karmic energy, that made you feel vulnerable. Thank this person, this air sign. This air sign keeps showing up. So now you're going to be able to move forward, and the messages that come from lack and from suffering and from deception and from a lack of balance, you're going to be able to communicate basically on why you decide to move away and be at a stalemate or avoid a situation. You know what I'm saying? And so that's just kind of how I see that. I'm going to pull from the Mermaid deck. I like this deck. This is like an Ariel deck from the Little Mermaid. Basically, she wasn't satisfied until She got legs, but what did it take for her to have to get them to walk with what she thought was a perfect world? And it was her perfect world. It was not her listening to, the past or unlearning to relearn. Hello, Gorgeous is on by Mary J. Blige. Unlearning to relearn. So we're clarifying the gratitude, the grateful energy. I could have swore a card pulled turned over, but maybe it didn't. The grateful energy. Hello, gorgeous. And that's what, if you listen to Mary J. Blige and what she said, she's saying that, hello, gorgeous. She had to say those affirmations, even though she didn't feel gorgeous. Yeah, Knight of Swords. And be tough, be ambitious, know what she wants, and go after it in a single minded determination. That's for her to be able to love herself. And that's where you are. When it comes to the deception, having the insight and knowledge to know what's causing you sadness, right? You wanting to be on the surface, right? But the strength, the sadness is not, you're not recognizing your strengths, and you're not being able to, help the people that need help. But you have to recognize the lessons in them. And also that Queen of Pentacles, like JDS Tarot says, the Queen of Pentacles can have her cake and eat it too, but she can be toxic to herself because she wants that deception. She wants that uneven balance because she wants to try to fix the people that need fixing. And that's where you have to understand that the opportunities, the new opportunities and the new love and things like that will show you something different. And it also keeps you in limbo. And so if you just keep moving forward in the present moment and not go in limbo when it comes to hangman energy, and have the insight and knowledge to know what caused you sadness and lack and instability in the past, and to be vulnerable is you moving forward and learning from the past, the justice, the unkarmic, the karmic energy and the unbalance comes with the high priestess, something that can only be understood through experience, and the two of cups energy. When you're unsure about love and you understand what the experiences of the past have caused you, then you'll know that there's a lack of stability and harmony there, and it's going to cause you to be vulnerable. We're clarifying stability. Stability comes with the three of swords. Yeah, heartbreak. You know that something is having to end, and it just is like heartbreak. Why are you putting yourself through this and to feel vulnerable? And so that's what we're clarifying now. You know that this is the energy. You're using your intuition. You already see the red flags. But because you see the red flags, you have to be able to understand the guarded and vulnerability comes with the Six of Swords, having to walk away. Having to walk away, sometimes in the middle of the night, sometimes just using your only friend who, Shorty got her eyes on me, who knows why you're sad, but is going to be willing to go with you. Or this is your energy that has to be the person who saves your own self, and be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, go after it in a single minded determination. Queen of Swords energy. So the Queen of Swords is the Knight of Swords is the energy that you're portraying, which is air energy. But however, you're being the tough person this time, and this person, because this person made you unsure. So let's clarify the air energy: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Four Wands energy. Yeah. The Four Wands comes with, peace and harmony. You want peace and harmony with this person, but the unknown energy of talking to them, Bruno Mars, talking to the moon, that's what this moon card reminds me of, because you are talking and living in the 5D with this person, and there's no stability. And the Six of Swords, I said that, Six of Wands, sorry, the victory has to come when it comes to you being able to eat the fire, and you being able to go through and to do the unthinkable. And while people are watching you and wanting you to, burn yourself, or wanting you to fail. And so that's the unknown energy of why you're getting out of worrying about the union and just moving forward in the present moment. So we're going to clarify the union in the reverse. You're not worried about the union anymore when it comes to this air sign. You're worried about the growth. So here it is, growth to you is doing something different, going into up onto the surface, or, making things happen for yourself, not being afraid to go after the things that you really want. And so that's growth to you when it comes to a union. And this is what the blocking energy of the avoiding is here about. And this is why we're clarifying that. Hold on one second. Let me type this message in. Hold on one second. Okay. So, the avoiding and blocking, that's the thing that you're not going to do this. You're going to speak your mind, and if you push or if somebody pushes you away or avoids you or block you, that's when you're like, I'm gonna communicate. I can do bad all by myself. You know what I mean? And so that is where you are when um that is where you are when it comes to dealing with the deception or temptation of others or how somebody makes you feel. You know what I mean? And so that is why we're clarifying that. Sorry. So the blocking, escaping, and pushing away, I had to get my train of thoughts again. I'm texting or whatever. So anyway, the Nine of Pentacles comes needing clarification. So the Nine of Pentacles would normally be like the accumulating things of like luxuries and understanding, but you're unsure of what the future holds because of the lack that you're going through when it comes to this person not being able to grow. So that's why the union is all the way off for you. And it might just be temporarily off, but you're like looking at it like you could have your cake and eat it too. But the unsure energy is that you're still hiding and unsure about it. So Nine of Pentacles is what we're going to clarify, and that is why you have to get to a point to where, yeah, Page of Pentacles, you got to do the work for yourself. And that's the Justice comes back out and it's in the upright. And that is, the consequences of your actions. And that is where you need to be. Um, Hold on one second. Yeah, that is where you need to be. And so, it's just a learning lesson for you. It's just a learning lesson for you. And with that learning lesson, you have to turn around and understand that no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. You got to do the work for yourself. You got to do the work for yourself and have balance for yourself in order to have your Nine of Pentacles, which is your wishes, your dreams, and things like that to come through true. But you have to reach your breaking point in order for you to realize that when that's the Magician, in order for you to realize that it's time for you to manifest things on your own. You have to be the Magician. You have to be the one, again, air energy, but you have to be the one to manifest. So you're in your air energy when it comes to how you like to do things, and so that is like, you know, air and water mixing makes mist, but looking for love is on by Jahim. But you have to remember and have this awakening. You have the power to manifest the things that you want. Say what you mean what you say, and manifest, but don't manifest in by drinking the poison of what the person is or holding on to the past, which causes lack and suffering. And so therefore, the remembering and the awakening has to come. Yeah, look at that. With you doing what makes your heart happy and reflecting. And this is, the Gemini energy, the twins, but this is you reflecting on how and where you went to when you felt vulnerable. And then also when it comes to the Four Cups, reaching this plateau, bored, disconnected, and you know what this person is going through mentally, and you have that other cup to add it, but they have to want that other cup. They have to want that other cup, but you have to want to be able to fill your own cups first. You cannot fill anybody else's cup. And we hear that all the time, but when you can't fill anybody else's cup if your cup is empty, or if this person isn't giving you what it is that you need to have, or what it is that you want out of a situation. And so therefore, the unexpected storms come when you realize what lack this is causing you, and the doubt, and also the avoidance and the stalemate, and being fearful of the past energy, and being afraid to move forward. And so therefore the unexpected storms come when you know that you have the cup to fill. So you're confident in that. That's why you're standing up for yourself. The unexpected comes with the Eight of Swords. You're overthinking. You've been overthinking about this for the longest. And therefore, once you get to the point of ending it, Tower energy, the Tower says, embrace change, let go of what no longer serves you. No, that's the Death energy. The Tower energy says, sometimes we have to end, or sometimes we have to tear down the limiting walls that we have built for ourselves. When I say I can't remember, it's because I don't have my sayings, the things that stuck to me when it came to the cards, and why I was able to resonate with me when I was learning tarot. But the quotes were like Tower and the Death energy, because I'm going to be honest with you. I was afraid of anything when it came to death and endings, but endings bring new beginnings, So when the Death card came out, it scared the crap out of me because I don't want to put that energy out there. But when I got to understanding that the Death energy, it says death is not the end. It's a transformation that brings new beginnings, which is you understanding. And when in that saying, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. You understanding why you're doing things and why you have to transform your life. Does that make sense? And the Tower energy says, sometimes we need to tear down the limiting structures we have built for ourselves to be reborn, to build better, stronger, and wiser. So that makes sense when it comes to when I say to you guys that the changing your belief system when it comes to the Hierophant energy, unlearning to relearn, you have to sometimes tear down the limiting structures you have built for yourself, which is the fear of the past, in order to communicate and to rebuild better, to communicate, to have a voice, to stand up for yourself, to be confident, to trust in your intuition, to have balance and understanding when it comes to you being able to manifest. But you can't manifest out of lack. You can't manifest and fill somebody else's cup up if your cup is empty. And so that's just kind of how and why I studied before, because I am very analytical when it comes to the way I have to, the way that I um, explain things to people to get them to understand. And it seems repetitive, but once you get it in your head and you say, you hear that what's understood doesn't have to be explained, it was like nails on the chalkboard for me until I really, they're saying it in regards to being facetious. You're saying it because once you say what you mean and mean what you say, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. And you're not going to explain or communicate to anybody else who is in that lack toxic mentality, if that makes sense. And you're going to be successful no matter what situation or how much fire you breathe or how much fire or unknown energy you're in. You're going to stand up for yourself because you've been through the pain and you understand what it's like to feel lack or not to have any instability or any stability, And so you're going to be your own King of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and also the King of Cups, being loving and compassionate and understanding towards yourself first. Because if not, normally what we do is we go into avoidant energy and a stalemate, which is hermit energy, and we turn around and we feel we start taking things personally. That's why we pull from the four agreements, not to learn not to take things personally, to be impeccable with your words, to say what you want, mean what you say, to understood. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. So when you are impeccable with your words and you would say something and you get that energy to trust in your intuition, because these people know that they're playing games with you. Does that make sense? So the tower energies have to come when it comes to you, your empathetic, loving nature, the Queen of Cups energy, the empathetic, loving nature, who everybody feels like you're gullible until you're in your Queen of Swords energy. And then they're like, oh, Cancer is crazy. No, I've been using my intuition. Truthfully, if you want me to tell you the truth, I felt sorry for you because I felt like you needed more love and I could give it to you. But you were so naive and so in this toxic energy that you didn't even realize that I had that cup of love for you. But you were so karmic and you were so off kilter that you couldn't even see it until I removed my energy. So I've been unsure of this, even though I tried to have balance and feed you all of the things when it came to the Nine of Pentacles. But I really knew at the end of the day that you were going to make me sad and keep me in hangman energy because you weren't ready for a new opportunity of love. And so when it came to me being the Queen of Pentacles, you thought it was about money. I'm able to do this in my sleep. If I want it, I'm going to be impeccable with my word because I'm confident and I believe in myself. But you made me sad. And those are the ebb and flows of life that you have to learn when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. That this is what happens when you're very empathetic about somebody who is suffering from lack and think that money is about lack. That the lack is about money. No, lack is the mental part of this energy that this person cannot see because they were not able to feel love and unconditional love like you give, and that you had to learn to give, you had to learn to understand about your mother, your father, your friends, your family, that they don't love like you. And so once you understand that, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Don't explain how you love. Say what you want and mean what you say. Say that I'll give you. It's not about it because that sounds cocky, but you have more balance and you have that nurturing energy. But when you start to hold on to the past, you start to suffer and you start to go into hermit mode. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, to get out of. Get out of hermit mode. Believe in yourself. Trust in your intuition. Know what's causing you sadness. Know that 9 times out of 10, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. And when you get into that cutting off phase, that Queen of Swords energy and walking away, because the Queen of Swords came underneath the Six of Swords, which is walking away and standing up for yourself. When you get into that energy, don't take it personal. 9 times out of 10, they handed you the scissors. But once you learn what's understood doesn't have to be explained, and you're impeccable with your words, you know you've done your best. That's the 4 agreements. Learn those. The past, the lack, the suffering comes out with being a fool. More than that. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Ego. Dealing with somebody with ego. Somebody that's going to cut you and laugh at you and not come to your rescue. So they're looking an unwinnable situation, which is ego. You're cut, everybody looking at you. You know? And so that is ego. And then the King of Cups, like I said, that you are the King of Cups. You're the empathetic person who's going to be like, it's okay, it was an accident. No, it fucking wasn't. And that's the full energy that we take on when it comes to us in love. A lot of people take leaps, risk when it comes to business. We know that business, once we get in our confident bag, we know that business and work and finances is going to play its part and play its role. You're not doing it 9 times out of 10 for the money. You're doing it either because you love it. And if you're doing it for the money, then you'll eventually realize that it's time for you to move forward. And that's when you learn to communicate and to move forward, to travel, communication. This is basically, Mercury energy. And so the Mercury energy lets you know that how you communicate, it's everything. And that's what Cancers have to understand. Because if you don't know how to communicate, you'll go into hermit mode. So you be yourself. Say what you mean what you say. Be confident in what you want. Look at all these cards that came out. When it comes to communication, the opportunities, the Ace of Cups energy. Why did I think the Ace of Cups was out here already? Was that the Page of Cups? It was a boy with a cup. Where is it at? I think it was a Page of Cups then. Anyway, yeah, I think I said it was the Ace of Cups, but I think it was a Page of Cups. I don't know, but I think it's right here somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is the Ace of Cups. This is the new opportunities that come when you learn to communicate. The Five of Pentacles is, pulling your energy back, but at the same time recognizing the struggles. You recognize their struggles, and that's what you see. And look at that. Look at the Five of Pentacles. You're giving your cups away. You're giving your coins away to try to make this person feel better. This is the biggest thing of what we do as Cancers. We give the things that we know are easy for us to retain or get back. Finances, right? But when you learn about their struggle, you know that it's not about finances. You know that it's about this King of Swords again. They're cold, cold, clammy, karmic, temptation, deception type energy. They make heart over head decisions, and that causes heartbreak. That causes you to feel like you've been stabbed in the back, that this person is lost. 10 of Swords energy, right? And the Page of Wands still keeps you not being discouraged and having confidence with the Page of Wands energy, learning, right? And then the 10 of Wands, then you recognize your burdens. You recognize the burdens that are there, right? And you feel like this is when Ariel is trying to go and get legs. I'm just saying, you recognize the burdens, and then you are optimistic that this I can manifest. I can help this person. I can give this person all that they want. All they talk about is money. All they talk about is money. I can give this person and manifest this money for them. But you realize you do it and you keep doing it, and years have passed by and you're still sad. You're still pouring and your cups are being emptier. They're getting emptier, emptier, emptier. You don't know how to feel anymore. And then it comes with the Three of Pentacles. You're realizing that this is not the team. This is not the team this person, this love is not the team that you want. So you go communicate, you go travel, move forward. You find people that complete you and not deplete you. And then you get in your Drake energy. You only live once. Be bold, be fearless, do what you love. And the avoidance and the stalemate start to happen because then you start to take things personally. But then you have to relax and rest up and say, I'm going to rest a little bit and then I'm going to try to deal with this person. And then from dealing with this person, you turn around and you're like, there's something, I know there's something there that wasn't there before, only if they've changed. So let's ask yourself, this is a longer reading than normal, but it's okay. This is ask yourself, tarot deck. Let's ask yourself, what are the questions that you need to know? What do you need to know when it comes to this person? 10 of Pentacles. What situation in your life shows you the greatest accomplishments? Your growth. When it comes to 10 years. So this is a 10-year reflection. How long have you been dealing with this person? The Tower. Damn. The World. What is closing out for you now? What new cycles are you ready to start? The World energy, completion. Tower energy. What needs to break down in your life in order to be rebuilt? A friend of mine is on by Kelly Price. And the Hermit energy, the stalemate, relaxing, pulling your energy back. What situation in your life is asking you to look within? Why you have to sit back and reflect and also pull your energy back. Hermit mode, stalemate, hermit mode, same thing. You know? So what are your greatest accomplishments? I believe is growth. I'm going to pull from the Intuit Tarot deck. And then the Four Agreements. Or maybe the Untold Truths of the Heart. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But the 10 of Pentacles. What situation in your life is your greatest accomplishments? Three of Swords. The heartbreak. Overcoming sorrow. God damn it, I can't make this up. Overcoming sorrow. I'm going to read it from the camera. Reconciliation, letting go, healing, release, forgiveness, feeling hopeful and optimistic, and then recovery. That is your greatest accomplishment. The World energy. Six of Cups energy. What is closing out for you now? What new cycle are you ready to start? Remembering the past. Let me read it from the camera. Memories, revisiting the past. Someone returns from the past. And nostalgia. What is closing out for you now? What new cycles are you ready to start? Maybe somebody returning. The Tower energy. What needs to break down in your life in order to be rebuilt? The Chariot. Block obstacles. You. It says a lack of direction. I can never say that. Coercion. Forcefulness. Powerlessness. And facing opposition. That is what you need to break down in order to be rebuilt. And that's why the Queen of Swords energy, the Hermit energy, the reflection, and also the stalemate is here. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, a narrow escape, disaster averted, near miss, resisting change, stall, delay the inevitable. That is what you've been doing. And that's why you're in hermit mode. And this is either you coming out of hermit mode or you are in hermit mode still reflecting and trying to figure out what it is that you need to do in order to move forward. And that's how I see it. I'll pull from the Win at Love deck. That's what I'm going to pull because let's see what you got to do to win at love, because it seems like you're still in contemplation mode on how to end a narrow escape, how to end this energy. This came out the other day. No psychics allowed. Perhaps it's time to stop depending. Listen to this. And I hated to say it, but I had to say it in the last read. And this was the message that came out. Perhaps it's time to stop depending on so much on tarot readings and start trusting your own intuition and making decisions. That's where the High Priestess came out. Making your own decisions. This is what you have to do. Pull back your energy. Cut off the TV. Cut off the computers. And figure out what it is that you want to do. Your independence is a turn on for them. Your independence is a turn on for them. They will enjoy seeing you as your own person and more likely to chase you if you don't bend over backwards to please them. Maintain your independence. Maintain your independence. I'm calling, I'm calling, I'm calling. Y'all know I can't sing. Create a safe space. Allow your partner to speak openly without being judged and treated as if they're wrong or and broken. If they come to you, be there to meet them. So maybe that's what they're coming to you to talk to you about. How you doing, Mr. Biggs? Sugarcoat the truth. This is you learning how to communicate. See, because let me say it because I'll forget because my train of thought is always over the place. When we get to communicating, and this is why I think I gravitate to the game of life and how to play it, because she's not only telling you a story. No, she's not only telling you a scripture from the Bible, she's breaking it down and she's giving you examples. When I communicate, I give examples. You guys have heard me for over 2 years now. I give examples so that you can understood. And that's why I say what's understood doesn't have to be explained, because I know that 9 times out of 10, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors because I tried to explain to you and give you analogies of how something has made me feel some type of way in the past. So you're learning to communicate. Sugarcoat the truth. Say your truth when you disagree, but make sure that you either you're neither defensive nor offensive. Be honest, but in a nice way. So that is how I see this energy. Say it. You know what they say, bees get more sugar with honey than they do with or something. You get more sugar with honey than you do with vinegar or something like that. That is what you have to do. Sugarcoat the truth, but communicate. You're learning how to communicate. I think I might name this. But there you have it. I love you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull from the 4 agreements. Yeah, you're learning how to communicate. And you're learning to pull back your energy. And sometimes a lot of things will deter you from speaking your mind. Don't make assumptions and don't take things personally. Assume nothing. In any kind of relationship, we can make the assumption that others know what we think, and we don't have to say what we want. We assume that they are going to do what we want because they know us well. If they don't do what we want, we feel hurt and think, how could they do that? You should have known. No. Be impeccable with your words. Say what you want, mean what you say. But don't take anything personally. Transform your life. When you refuse to take things personally, you avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, or even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. Say what you want, mean what you say, but learn how to communicate. And communicate, have your independence, create a safe space so that they can talk to you, which normally they could. Sometimes communicate less about the analogies, only when you're trying to get a point across or trying to say what you want, but make it short and sweet and not offensive or defensive, or don't be defensive. So that's how I see that. Now let's pull from the crystal deck, and then we're going to let this old energy go. The green tourmaline, your heart chakra. So to move forward from the past, you got to learn how to forgive. That's healing. When you can say, I send strength and healing to this person, whether friend, enemy, or foe, because anyway it goes, if you're still holding on to resentment, remember I said to you the other day, I was watching something and I thought resentment came in the form of like hate. No, it's in the form of jealousy, because you're taking things personally by making the assumption that this person felt some type of way, but you didn't communicate anything. The heart chakra, your ability to love, to be harmonious, and to forgive. Send strength and healing, period, to this person, place, thing, or situation, because no man is your enemy, no man is your friend, every man is your teacher. This person, place, thing, or situation was here to teach you a lesson. So you have learned to be grateful of the past, if that makes sense. So the green tourmaline is transmute, clears, and heals. It says, my heart is filled with love, peace, and harmony. There you have it. Let's let this old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys.